Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Nurul Aini dengan NIM 24010505146. Pada video ini saya akan melakukan video pembelajaran dengan tema bangun datar atau geometri untuk kelas 3 SD. Video ini saya buat guna memenuhi UAS mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris.
Hello everyone, good morning. How are you today? I'm fine too, thanks. I'm really happy to see all your smiling face today. Are you ready for an exciting lesson? Today we are going to explore something new and have lots of fun while learning. Remember, it's okay to ask questions and share your idea. Let's work together and enjoy our time. Before we start learning, I would like to introduce myself. So we can my name Nurul Aini. You can call me Nurul. I hope we can learn together and gain useful knowledge. Alright, to ensure this our learning today goes smoothly, it will be good for you to pray first according to our respective religions. Let's begin the prayer. Finish. Okay, everyone, I will be absent first. It's great that everyone is here today. We will continue by singing the Indonesia Raya songs first so that we will love our homeland even more. Everyone, please stand up. Everyone, to make our learning more exciting, I have an icebreaker for you. Are you ready? Okay, let's follow the movement display on the screen.
곰 세 마리가 한 집에 있어. 아빠 곰, 엄마 곰, 애기 곰. 아빠 곰은 뚱뚱해. 엄마 곰은 날씬해. 애기 곰은 너무 귀여워. 으쓱 잘한다.
Wow, everyone looks so enthusiastic. Alright, without further ado, because everything is ready for learning, I will first share my screen with you. Okay, children, please take a look at what I'm displaying. Does anyone know what this image is? Does anyone know what this image is? Yes, that's right. This is a two-dimensional shapes or flat shapes. So, children, today we will explore the fascinating world of two-dimensional shapes. Have you ever noticed how many shapes are around us every day? From the windows of our classroom to the page of our books, two-dimensional shapes are everywhere. Now, can anyone name what shapes these are? Raise your hand. Wow, that's very correct. So here we have rectangle, square, triangle, and also circle. Now we will learn about various types of shapes and mention earlier, including square, circle, triangle, rectangle, and many more. We will also discuss their properties and how we can recognize them in our daily life. So let's get started and see how many shapes we can find together. Alright everyone, uh, before we get to know each flat shapes one by one, does anyone know what a flat shape is? Okay, so a flat shape is a two-dimensional shape that has a flat surface in area, length, width, and circumference. Okay, now this is square. A square is a two-dimensional flat shape that has four sets of equal lengths and four right angles of 90 degrees. The characteristic features has sides of equal length, has two diagonal of equal length, and then has four right angles of equal size, namely 90 degrees, and then has four axes of symmetry, has four corner points, and has four axes of rotational symmetry. Okay, next. This is rectangle. A rectangle is a two-dimensional flat shape that has two pairs of sides that are the same length and parallel and has four right angles with opposite sides of the same length. Characteristic features of rectangle has four sides, where the two sides facing each other are the same length are and parallel, has four right angles that are the same size, namely 90 degrees, has two diagonals, and then has two axes of, I'm sorry, has two axes of symmetry, and then has two axes of rotational symmetry, and has rectangular sides that are perpendicular to each other. Okay, next. This is circle. A circle is a flat shape that is made up of curves with the same distance or can be said to be a perfectly curved line that has a center point. Uh, the characteristic features of circle uh, first has a distance on the edge of the line to the center point, which is usually called the radius or symbolized by r. Has an infinite number of fold and rotational symmetry, has a number of degrees of a circle of 390 degrees, and then has one center point and has a diameter that divides the circle into two balanced sides. Okay, next, triangle. A triangle is a geometric shape that has the three sides in the form of straight lines with three angles. Triangles have several forms, namely isosceles triangles, equilateral triangles, right triangle, arbitrary triangles, obtuse triangles, and acute triangles. Uh, these are the characteristics of a triangle. You can read further. Okay, next. Parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral or two-dimensional flat shapes that has two pairs of edges that are the same length and parallel to their partners, and has two pairs of angles, not right angles, that are the same size as the angles opposite them. Okay, next, rhombus. A rhombus is a type of two-dimensional flat shape that has the same length on its four edges and sides and has two pair of angles that are not right angles that are the same size and the angles opposite them. And then kite. A kite is a geometric shape that has a quadrilateral shape made up of two isosceles triangles whose bases overlap and whose diagonals are perpendicular to each other. A characteristic feature trapezoid have various types, namely arbitrary trapezoids, rectangle trapezoid, and isosceles trapezoid. And then it has four sides, two sides that are parallel to each other, and it has four angles, two angles that are adjacent to each other with a size of 180 degrees. And then pentagon. A pentagon is a type of two-dimensional flat shapes that have 5 straight sides and 5 corner points. Okay, now that was the explanation about various types of flat shapes and their characteristic. Now, who remembers what shapes we discussed earlier? Let's mention them along with their feature. Feature. Raise your hand. That's right. Very good. Let's give applause to our friends who have dared to answer. Okay, does anyone want to answer again? That's right. Good job. Alright, children. Since the material I presented is finished, to help you remember the flat shapes better, I have a song for you to sing. You can follow along with the song.
Triangle segitiga, oval oval heart hati, star bintang crescent sabit, pentagon segi 5, hexagon segi 6, heptagon itu artinya segi 7.
Wow, everyone looks happy after singing. How about it? Do you remember the flat shapes we discussed? Alright, if you do, it's time to move on to the next session, which is drawing. So, children, have you prepared to your paper, writing tools, and coloring materials? Okay, great. Now I want you to draw thin flat shapes, color them, and write down at least 3 characteristics for each. Do you understand? Okay, you can start. Alright, before we end this session, I have a game for you to do as an evaluation of the lesson we've covered today. This game is called Jumping Frog. We need to help the frog cross the river by jumping on each lily pad that represents the correct answer. We will play this game together, so I ask all of you to participate in answering. Okay, children, are you ready? Okay, start. What shape has 3 sides? Triangle. Which shape has 4 equal sides? A closer figure with 4 sides. What is the name of a shell with no corners? Circle. How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. Trapezoid. Rectangle is similar to a rectangle. Wow, you all did an amazing job and I'm very proud of you. Good job. Okay, alright, since the game has ended, our lesson for today is also finished. Thank you for participating in this activity so well. I hope what we have learned will be beneficial for the future. Before we end this session, let us pray according to our respective religions. Let's begin the prayer. Finish. Thank you all very much and best luck always. See you next time. Bye bye.